Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Rauf Akbar, Subject Specialist Physics at Divisional Public School and Inter College, Sahiwal. I welcome you all to DPS online classes for physics. Let's start our today's lecture.
Rahim. Dear students, today we will discuss work and energy from physics first year. Our topic is work done by gravitational field. What is gravitational field and gravitational force? Or what is the difference between gravitational field and the gravitational force? Gravitational force depends on both source mass and the test mass, while the field is purely a property of source mass. This vector field clearly depends only on the Earth. It measures how much force the Earth will exert on a unit mass. Hence, G is sometimes called gravitational force per unit mass. Gravity. Gravity is a good example. We know there is an acceleration due to gravity of about 9.8 meters per second down at every point in the room. Another way of saying this is that the magnitude of Earth's gravitational field is 9.8 meters per second down at all points in the room or at the place where you are measuring this. Now, gravitational field of Earth. The space around the Earth in which its gravitational force acts on a body. Gravitational field is a source field. Gravitational field shows only the force of attraction. The gravitational field is described by the term gravitational field strength, a letter small g. The unit of gravitational field strength is equivalent to the unit of acceleration and is also called gravitational acceleration. Its value on the surface of the Earth is 9.8 meters per second square. Now, what is the famous law about gravitation? As we have studied in our previous classes, the universal law of gravitation. Now we should know that every particle in the universe attracts every other particle in the universe with a force that is directly proportional to the product of masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the particles. Here it is, orbit of the moon around the earth, pull of gravity that changes the path of the moon, and this is the famous equation of two bodies in the universe exerting force on each other. One thing is clear that F1 and F2 are two forces which are exerted on each other. What is capital G in physics? In physics equations, capital G is a physical constant. It is used to show the force between two objects caused by gravity. The gravitational constant appears in Isaac Newton's universal law of gravitation. It is also known as universal gravitational constant, Newton's constant, as capital G. Knowledge support. Before we start our topic, we should know something about work done or what we are doing now. W is equal to Fd cos theta. Students should know from the definition of work done, work is a scalar quantity. If theta is less than 90, it means that theta is the angle between force and the displacement as shown in the diagram. If theta is less than 90, work done is said to be positive. And if theta is 90, no work is done. It means when theta is 90, cos theta is equal to cos 90 and that is equal to 0. So work done is equal to 0. And if theta is greater than 90, work done is said to be a negative, because cos of any value greater than 90 degree results into negative value. So if theta is greater than 90, the work done is said to be negative. The standard international unit of work is Newton meter, known as joule. Work done by gravitational field. So students, here we have an example. In this diagram we see that there are three different paths for a mass moving from A to B. Path number 1, the mass can be taken from A to B, from A to D, then D to B. Work done can be calculated as WADB. Path 2 is ACB, and third path is mentioned by a blue line direct from A to B. Now calculation of work done by gravitational field. First of all, we take path 1, which is from A to D and then D to B. So work done ADB will be equal to work done A to D plus work done D to B. So work done AD is equal to FD cos 90 as shown in the diagram. In the path A to D, the displacement and the force are perpendicular to each other, or theta angle between force and displacement is 90 degree, plus FD cos 180. Next, work done from D to B. Here we see that force is in the downward direction and displacement is in upward direction. So theta between force and displacement is 180 degree. So we write WDB as FD cos 180. And the result is, as we know, cos 90 is 0. So WAD becomes 0 plus cos 180 is equal to minus 1, and F is equal to mg, because F is equal to W, weight, and that is equal to mg. So that is equal to minus mgh. And WACB. Now we take the path 2 from A to C and then C to B. This path is split up into two paths, the work done AC plus work done CB. So again, work done AC, that is equal to FD cos 180 degree, because here in diagram we see that in path 2 from A to C, force and displacement both are anti-parallel, means the angle theta, which is equal to 180 degree between displacement and the force. Now plus W work done CB, and in diagram we see that from C to B, force and displacement are again perpendicular to each other. Theta between force and displacement is 90 degree. So work done from C to B is equal to FD cos 90, and we sum up these two works. Again, work done ACB will be equal to minus mgh plus 0. F is equal to mg and D is equal to h, and minus 1 multiplied with, and results will be minus mgh. Next, WADB is equal to 0 plus into minus mgh equal to minus mgh. WACB means work done in the path ACB, that is equal to minus mgh plus 0. Again it is equal to minus mgh. So students, here we see that in path 1 and in path 2 means work done from A to D and then D to B, that is WADB, and the work done from A to C and C to B, that is work done ACB. Both have the same result, minus mgh. Now for path A to B, as we see in the diagram, path A to B is broken down in the series of horizontal and vertical steps. The height of steps are delta y1, delta y2 up to delta yn in vertical direction. As we know, there is no work done along the horizontal steps because force is perpendicular to the displacement for all these steps. So horizontal portion of all these steps is equal to 0. We will calculate only the vertical portion of this path or the steps. How we calculate this? Now calculation for the path A to B. WAB is equal to first step in vertical direction. The work done is equal to F delta y1 cos 180, because in first step force is in downward direction and displacement is upward direction. So theta between force and displacement is 180 degree. So this angle remains same for all the steps, delta y2, y3, delta yn. So if we sum all these steps, WAB will be equal to F delta y1 cos 180 plus F delta y2 cos 180 and plus F delta y3 cos 180 and so on up to F delta yn cos 180. We see in this equation F is equal to mg taken as a common, and cos 180 is also common in all terms, and cos 180 degrees is equal to minus 1 and it is also taken common. So minus mg is taken common, and into the brackets all the vertical steps are added, delta y1 plus delta y2 plus delta y3 up to delta yn. As we know, it is clear in the diagram, if we physically add all these vertical directions, delta y1 and y2 up to delta n, it becomes equal to the total height from A to B, which is equal to h. So delta y1 plus y2 plus delta y3 up to delta yn is equal to h. So WAB is equal to minus mgh. Here we have two situations. Result in both situations will be, in first situation, which is path 1 and path 2 has the same situation, WADB is equal to minus mgh. WACB also equal to minus mgh. And in path 3, which is AB, work done from A to B, this is also minus mgh. Conclusion. Work done in the Earth's gravitational field is independent of the path followed. Can you prove the work done along a closed path such as ACBA or ADBA in the gravitational field is zero? Again, you see the diagram, the path A, C, B and again from B to A, or you can take the path from A to D, D to B and B to A, that will make a closed path. Here we have to prove that in a closed path, gravitational field is zero. Work done along the closed path is equal to zero. How can we prove it? We take any path, ADBA or ACBA. Now calculation from path B to A. Again, the path B to A is divided into series of steps as we did earlier, but in this case, we calculate the work done from B to A. And we see that from B to A, the horizontal paths are same and horizontal paths work done equal to zero, because in all horizontal steps, force is at right angle to the displacement, means theta is 90 degree between force and the displacement. So all the horizontal steps are equal to zero. The work done along all the horizontal steps equal to zero. And now we take vertical paths from downward direction. Now we take vertical path from B to A in downward direction, and displacement and the force are both in the same direction, so angle between displacement and the force is zero. Angle between mg force and the displacement d is 0, so cos 0 is equal to 1. It means in any step in vertical direction downward, work done is equal to fd cos theta or mgh into cos 0, and that is equal to mgh. Now WBA is equal to F delta 1 delta y1 cos 0 plus F delta y2 cos 0. It is the same equation as we did earlier in previous path from A to B in upward direction. There we took cos 180, here in downward direction we take cos 0. Now F is equal to mg, which is common in all the terms, so that is taken outside the brackets, and the remaining terms delta y1 plus delta y2 plus delta y3 up to delta y1 is added up. As delta y1 plus y2 plus delta y3 plus delta y1 is equal to h, so WBA is equal to mgh, because cos 0 is equal to 1. All cos zeros in all the terms turns into 1 and taken common, and the force which is equal to mg, that is taken common, and the remaining vertical steps are added up, turns into height h, and they multiplied, and result will be WBA is equal to mgh. And we have proved already in previous cases that WADB is equal to minus mgh. If we add these two work done, then the total work done WADB plus WBA is equal to WADBA, that is equal to minus mgh plus mgh, both cancel each other, and total work done would be equal to 0. In this way, we can prove that work done in a closed path in a gravitational field is zero. Hence, it is proved that the work done along a closed path such as ACBA or ADBA in the gravitational field is zero. So, there is another thing, conservative field. The field in which work done be independent of the path followed, or the work done in a closed path be zero, is called a conservative field. Now, for your information, what are the conservative forces? Gravitational force, elastic spring force, electric force, and what are non-conservative forces? Frictional force, air resistance, tension in the string, normal force, and propulsion force of a rocket, and propulsion force of a motor. Here, for your interest, gravity map. It is an interesting map in which we can learn that how gravity works in the gravitational field. Gravity is one of the four fundamental forces which exerts a force described by the law of gravity called weight, which is equal to the mass times the acceleration of gravity. You can make sentence by taking each circle in a line. So, gravity also decreases by inverse square law, producing the tides mainly by the moon, but including a sun tidal effect and other small effects such as Jupiter effect. Students, I hope you have learned about gravitational field and the work done by the gravitational field. This was our today's lecture. So, thank you for listening. Allah Hafiz.